Hey guys, gamer of gamers in the zone, and welcome to another episode of Touhou 8 Imperishable Night. In the last episode, I took on the normal mode with the illusionary barrier team, and now, this episode, I plan to do it with the Aria of Forbidden Magic team. But before we do that, I'm gonna take a moment to mute the music for a moment, so I can give out my greatest thanks to everyone who watched the previous episode, because seeing the amount of views it got and the amount of comments, I think Touhou is starting to become the most popular series on my channel, which I do like. I may not go as far as to completely main Touhou. I mean, I'll definitely try and play all the games, but I'm not going to focus my entire channel towards it. But I really got to thank you guys, as well as the fact that some of you left behind some very informal comments on this game that I just got to take a moment to read them out to everyone as thanks for giving it to them. I think the most informal comment was one sent by my boy Lunar here. It's been a while since I've left a comment on your video, but I'm back after a few busy months. I'll try to catch up with your Touhou 7 videos that I haven't watched yet. Okay, so here's the information he gave me. So thank you very much for this information, Lunar. Remember Chen, the stage 2 boss from Touhou 7? That's her at the background in the ending. Ran is the master of Chen, and Yukari is the master of Ran. In this game, even if you don't have full power, you can still collect all items on screen when you go to the top of the screen by switching to Yokai. Except Maricia, she can do that by herself. If you collect enough time before the stage boss is defeated, the boss will unleash a last spell. You can see how much time you need to collect at the right side of the screen. The human and yokai meter at the bottom left of the screen changes the condition of how you get time. When it's lesser than negative 80%, closer to human, you get time just by attacking enemies. When it's greater than 80, closer to yokai, you get time by grazing. If you stay as human, the meter will gradually move towards the human side. If you use a bomb as a human, the meter immediately goes to the end of the human side. If you collect time dropped by enemies as human, the meter moves quickly towards the human side. If you got hit as a yokai and you perform a delayed death bomb, the extra opportunity death bomb after the normal death bomb time frame passes, it's a specialty of the Reimu and Yukari team. The meter also jumps to the end of the human side, vice versa for the yokai side. Many enemies in this game summon something that looks like a magic circle to aid their attacks. Those magic circles are called slaves. Normally they can only be attacked by a human. A yokai's attack will pass through them. If you touch them as a human, you will get hit, except Reimu, it's her special characteristic. You can read about other characters' special effects in the character selection screen. You won't get hit by them as a yokai. Defeating the enemy that summoned the slaves will destroy all slaves instantly. There are actually two final stages in this game, 6A and 6B. When you reach the final stage for the first time as a new team, you'll always go to stage A where you fight Eren. If you can get a normal ending, you'll unlock stage B where you can fight the princess. There's a spell practice mode in this game. You can use it to practice any spell cards you've encountered in this game before. It's sad to see that full screen mode still causes crash on your PC. I doubt it's a Windows 10 issue, though because the game works fine on my Windows 10 PC in full screen, you could still try the tool called No Border that was developed by someone I know if you want. Okay, a link provided. But make sure to check if it affects your recording before you start playing. Some of the things I wrote above, especially the time system and human/yokai meter, were based on my memory alone, so they may not be 100% accurate, but I'm sure that's very accurate, seeing how a lot of this stuff is very similar to what Zozit2 said, another viewer that gave me a very informal comment. So thank you both Lunar as well as a bit to Zozit for giving me some informal comments about the game. But with that out of the way, so that gives me a bit of information and some ideas on how the games work. Okay, I'll turn the music back on now. I just didn't want the music to be very interruptive of my voice. Anyway, with that out of the way, so yeah, there's a lot of things I could do. Apparently the spell practice section allows me to practice, like, against some of the spell cards I went up, so I'm guessing I can practice dodging some of those special attacks. But anyway, according to what you guys said, yeah, I noticed that at the top there, like on top of the illusionary barrier team, it says Final B open, which means I finally have access to the princess's castle. Yes! At least with that team. We're not doing that this episode. We're doing the Arya Forbidden Magic team. Yeah, I don't pay too much attention to all this information down here, all these stats, because, you know, that's a lot to read, and this is a YouTube video. I got a show to run, so let's get into it and forget the information. I know that might be a bad idea, but I've got a video to record, and I don't want... Okay, so I literally just head to the top of the screen as Mauricia. I don't even need to go into focus mode. That is going to save a whole lot of time. Okay, were those the enemies that are considered slaves? Because that's what it looks like to me. Alright, so the more I keep it towards this human side, the more that happens. Okay, and I can only defeat those guys as in focus mode when playing as the yokai, according to you guys. Although that might be a bit hard, seeing I can't always be in focus mode. Well, we'll see where this goes. But for the most part, we'll just see how this game goes. But okay, as you guys can tell, it's not the best idea to be doing that. I'm getting way too carried away. Yeah, and in case you didn't notice, guys, I'm not counting individual attempts anymore. I know this is a series, so it'd be enjoyable to have a bit of a fail counter, but for the sake of this video, and just so I'm not keeping too much track, I'm gonna just forget the whole death or fail counter in the title of the videos. If I could get some good editing skills, maybe I'll put in a bit of a fail counter, but yeah, I definitely see how there's that bit of a slave circle going on, and by taking out the circle, I take the enemies out. But apparently all the enemies that those slaves provide also get taken out. Okay. That's some nice information to know. Alright, don't think about going towards the top of the screen, because last time I got taken out by the mid-boss. I got a bit carried away with that ability to do it as Mauricia for free without having to be in focus mode, but I was just having a lot of fun, guys, don't worry. So that's going to make things interesting, so I got to be very careful how I time my time in and out of focus mode if I want the proper time. Now, Zoza did tell me that I shouldn't need to worry too much about that, since, you know, if I can do all of this without using continues like that. Okay, once again, I'm going to apply if I die early on, I'm just going to restart. Because if I die early on, it means I'm not going to make it very far, and I want to at least make it to the end, at least get a decent, like, even if it's a bad ending, I'm okay with that. I don't even know what it takes to get a bad ending. If the ending I got in the last episode is considered a normal ending, what's it take to get a bad ending? That's a good question to have. I guess it's like, unless they designed it now to where a regular game over is the bad ending, if that's what they're going for. Alright, I gotta be very careful and need to have a bit of an eagle eye. It's definitely gonna be a lot harder though with the fact that, you know, I can't go into full screen mode. And no, I don't think I'm gonna download that program because I really don't want anything to mess up my recordings. So I put a decent amount of time into recording this. Maybe not editing, but recording-wise, that's kind of the major thing that I got going for me here. So if the recording gets messed up, pretty much everything else gets messed up. And then I can't fix anything with the video if there's an issue. Okay, get him. Got him. Alright, here we go. Finally. Ah, the moon is beautiful tonight. What? Does it seriously look like that to you? It's beautiful, isn't it? What do you call a moon like this? The Matsuyoi? I envy your carefree manner. If I could have enjoyed moon viewing and hadn't been short of hands, I'd never have taken you with me tonight. So waste not to enjoy moonlight. No, it's not giving me enough time to read. Totally enjoy it, at least I am. Well, I'm enjoying myself too, at least more than you, Mauricia. Didn't you just say something completely different? Of course not. What I'm enjoying is the moon viewing. It's the firefly watching, right? Almost, but not quite. Very perceptive of you, though. Come on. I'll shoot first if you don't. More like firefly hunting. Alright, let's go. Of course, this is where I go into full-on focus with the... So it's going to be when I get around the bosses that I think I'm going to be a bit more aimed towards getting to the positive side. So that'll be the side I'll be a bit more aimed towards. For when I get towards the boss. Okay, come on. Take him out. That keeps moving. No. No. Okay, good. We got him. So yeah, this will be where I'll be a bit more aimed towards the yokai side. So I can easily earn time just by simply grazing. If so, that's going to make things very easy for me to get my hands on some time. Alright, what are you doing up there? At least it has a massive circle back there, and... oh, hey, they made it slightly easier to see the enemy writing at the bottom of the screen this time. I just noticed that. I didn't think about that last episode, but an interesting question just popped up with what they were saying. So, with the fact that, you know, we're forming these whole, like, teams, I'm kind of wondering, what is going on that we have yokai teaming up with humans for this instant? Normally, it's the humans taking on the yokai, but for once this time around, we have them actually working together to supposedly take on more yokai, pretty much. Which would not make any sense why the yokai would be, in a way, kind of helping the humans, even if... I know, like, the moon, I guess, gives them power, which also raises the question, why are some yokai... Okay, you realize Firefly Hunting is about catching them, not beating them up, right? I wanted to catch it, but you went and squashed it. Jesus, lame. Don't get me wrong. All I did was dodge. Oh, I love the dialogue. But yeah, it's a good question. And if that is the case, then that also raises the question, why would certain yokai want to put out the moon anyway? Is there, like, certain yokai that's wanting all the power for themselves or something? Because according to, like, what the story says on the information, apparently the moon is a powerful aspect to the yokai's power. And, oh, jeez, I almost mistook that bullet for a item. That's the annoying thing, is that sometimes I easily mistake certain bullets for items. So, okay, so I can... Okay, so only yokai attacks can take those guys out, because... Except, like, the other slaves that it spawns. So I take out the circle, I take out everything else that those slaves fired. Okay. That makes more sense than what I had before. So only when they have the circle around them, though. I gotcha. Oh, geez, that one had a bit more health than the others. Or at least, not all of them have circles. Some of these are going out pretty easy. But that does give me a bit more insight on how this works. That way I can get my hands on a lot more points in a lot more time. As you guys can see, I'm getting my hands on a lot of stuff in a lot of time. Time! It's time to collect some time. Alright, here's where I go a bit more towards the yokai. Okay. Well, technically, this is the boss with logic. So technically, this is where I stick more towards the yokai side of things by constantly staying in focus mode. Actually, I just realized that that is not the stage boss, yet you immediately go straight to the stage boss after this. That is rather interesting to think about. Lots of things to think about with, you know, a brand new series we're starting here. Wait a minute, that's different. I think that's different from what I saw before. Either I'm thinking of something else or stage 3. What are you doing this late at night. It's my annual yokai extermination month. I'll go wherever yokai live. Wait, what? Are you picking a fight with me? Mauricio's yokai extermination? That's hilarious. Oh, don't you know how awesome I am at that? After I fired my magic cannon, there are no humans left, let alone yokai. You human? Don't you have any idea who I am? There's no human that doesn't fear me on night roads. If I wanted, I could call enough yokai here to eradicate every human in this land. What does this night sparrow think she's saying? Looks like you still don't get who I am. Human? Human. Human. Human all the way. Well, yeah. Alright, starting tonight, you two will never see again in the dark. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, that's right. Wasn't this the boss that spawned the darkness? Kinda doesn't make any sense though, because it's usually only the Stage 5 boss that has a unique mechanic, yet this boss somehow has a unique mechanic. I don't know, logic. I am glad it's given. I might have to get a bit more used to trying to pay attention to that enemy writing at the bottom of the screen now that it stands out a little bit more, that even on a windowed screen I can see it decently. Oh jeez. I'm getting a bit... Okay, nope, we're good. Alright, how are we doing? Cannot fully see where she's at. Oh jeez, where are you firing that? You dare to fire at me. We shall see where you get with that. Also, another thing just came to my... I got scared. Still getting used to the patterns, everyone. One of these days I'll get the hang of it. But until then, let's just... Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes perfect logical sense. I am not hitting the boss at all. The enemy is all the way over here. Very good thing that the game's offering me the enemy writing. And unlike previous games, it's a lot easier for it to stand out. I really like that. Compared to the previous games, I'm loving how it executed that. Okay, here we go with the limited lighting again. At least the game allows me to see where the enemy is. Making things a lot easier for me. And I still have a decent amount of time to pay attention to the bullets. Yeah, you think that will scare me? Oh, very close. I managed to make... Wow. Spell card bonus, nice. I can see clearly. I can do just fine in any darkness. For goodness sake, we've got no time to waste on such small fun. But where are we heading anyway? There's no way there are any enemies in that direction. I feel a strange air over this way, though. There's only humans over that way, all innocent, much like myself. Oh, okay. Wait a minute, I just realized we've been getting full hours only. Have I not been meeting the time quotas? I don't know, I haven't been paying much attention. Oh great, we got a bunch of slaves this episode. Okay, take out all the slaves. Because they're the ones that are firing the most insanity. So we're going to have to focus a lot of our attention towards the slaves. So we're going to want to get at all the slaves. Okay, well, you're making it decently hard to dodge, which, that's okay, because we're still in this fairly good number of an amount. Come on, get him. Why is that? Okay. I don't know why that one took so long to take out. I'm guessing these enemies either have invincibility frames or have a lot more health than the previous fairies. Alright, time for the usual insanity bullet dodging. Like always. Ah! Ah! Oh! Well, I tried. But is it you? Are you the ones trying to attack the village in the middle of this night? Nah, we're just passing by. Don't mind us. I won't trust the words of a yokai. I'll make this night never have happened. Oh, okay, sure. I'll just, y'all don't mind if I Alright, so she'll immediately fire directly at us if... Okay. Alright, I gotcha. I gotcha. I got your number, buddy. There we go. It only took just about one episode to already start getting a bit memorized with some of these attacks. What are you? By that you mean, whoops, I gotta be somewhere else, right? Yep, you were right about that, Mauricia. Oh, geez, lots of slaves. That is a lot of slaves. Okay, so only the bullets near... Okay, well, not any of the bullets go out when you take out the slaves. I thought at least some of the bullets you took out would be kind of taken out there. But I guess not. Come on. Okay, here we go. Now are you gonna surrender the humans to us? Wait, Mauricia. Who said we were gonna eat the humans? To think that yokai would come as far as this village is because of that abnormal moon, after all. They've only come here really before. No one's saying we're gonna eat them. Anyway, I'm in a real hurry. I don't know who you are, but we don't have time to waste for any humans. You're mean. If you were just quietly passing by, I wouldn't try to stop you. But you two are being just a little too noisy. She called you noisy, Mauricia. That's because you're going all out with your magic, even though it's the dead of the night. What are you saying? Magic's something you've got to cut loose with at night, you know. The only things worth using secretly in the day are cyanotypes and stuff. Okay, I don't know what cyanotypes are like. Let me know in the comments what that is, everyone. I felt an unpleasant feeling approaching, so I sealed the village. Seems I was right to do that. I told you! No one's saying we're gonna attack the humans. Didn't I just say surrender the humans to... yes, you did, Alice. Nice callback there. I did completely forgot about that already. Really, the only human I'm concerned with is you. Whatever you say, you dirty liar. I won't let a single one of your Danmaku touch the humans or history of this village. Mauricia, I'm quite sure you haven't noticed yet, but she isn't human. She's a half-beast. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright, we'll just hang right around that middle path you laid out for us. Nice and elaborate, which you chose not to maintain it. I'm a little bit disappointed in your failure to properly maintain the path. Alright, what are you up to here? Okay, we gotta... Alright, just gotta carefully dodge. This is simple. I deal with this stuff all the time. I've grown quite used to this kind of stuff, so it's quite easy for me to go and take my time and just properly, carefully, elaborately dodge that kind of stuff. That's how easy it is to dodge that kind of stuff these days, everyone. Just, if you pay close attention and take your time, it'll be all good. Alright. How long are you gonna unleash that attack for? There you go. Well, you're unleashing an attack similar to that again. Should be sticky a bit more underneath her, but I'm a bit preoccupied at the moment. There we go. Final spark. Okay. So that's Mauricia's last-ditch attack if she gets hit. It is kind of interesting that there's a bit of that last-ditch effort attack! Alright. I gotta be careful now. We're all out of bombs. Alright, spell bonus failed. That's okay. As long as I can defeat the boss, it'll be just fine here. Okay, very precise dodges I need to make right now, everyone. So, allow me to have a moment to pay very close attention to everything. Ooh, take that. Half-beast can't transform without the full moon. Is just some human, really? You know you're a human too. You know you're a human too, right? If only it'd been a full moon tonight, it could have... Oh yeah, we're trying to restore that full moon. Yeah, we said that to begin with, right? What the... I never heard that. Yeah, I did not hear that either, Mauricia. It seems to me like I did get to read... I think I accidentally skipped it that time. That was not the game's fault, I think. Now, since I've won out, you'll keep your promise and tell us who it is. The promise being one we made just now. I love Maricia. At least character-wise, but as playability, not always the most useful. Alright, so I'm guessing with what we experienced in the last episode, I'm guessing this time we're going to be going up against Reimu Hakure this time. So it was a bit of a duel going on last time where they one mistakes the other for the... Okay, that caught me a bit off guard. Alright, take out all the fairies that are currently attacking me, please. I do not like those kind of enemies attacking me. Thank you. Oh! There's always a risk involved with heading towards the top of the screen, and I took another one. Just keep taking risks, folks, because that's the key to big success, is just take massive risks. Just don't resort to gambling, though, because that's a bad kind of risk. Okay. Okay. Ah! Oh, no! What am I doing? Okay, what? Ah! Not getting very good area here. Okay, good. They're at least supplying us with some bombs. There we go. Alright, what do we got next? We got... Freeze! Right. Just as I thought, that it was strange that the night still couldn't hand ended. So it was you, Maricia. Hey, you've got it wrong. The only bad one is the person here. What? You're guilty of the same thing, aren't you, Maricia? Doing something like this. What on earth are you two plotting? That's, you see, Reimu, how do I put this? Why this shuddering? Just tell her like you always do. You, get out of my way, like that. Come on, I'll get ugly if she gets mad. It'll get ugly if she gets mad. Making me mad to begin with is what's ugly, right? I'll definitely have to teach you a bit of lesson tonight. Will you still think nothing's wrong when you look behind you? The distorted moon is already that obvious, isn't it? This moon is your doing too, huh? Okay, fine, I give up. You're right, the endless night, that broken, warped moon, hiding the human village and putting hats on stone statues. All of it was Alice's fault! Now get out of my way. Well, alright. In this bamboo forest bathed in moonlight, you two will become one of the shining bamboo trees. How beautiful. Allow me to return those words, albeit a bit differently. Come on, the endless night will end right here. Of course, Maricia never does things properly. Oh, okay. More unique bullets. That's gonna make it a bit hard to see things. I mean, they told me the stars weren't as bad as it seems. When you have unique bullets like this, it's kind of hard to tell where they can hit and where they won't hit sometimes when it comes to that kind of stuff. According to you guys, these unique bullets I should not worry too much about. Okay, why is it? Okay, there we go. So this is actually kind of interesting. We're actually fighting what has been the main character in the Okay, that caught me off guard. I'll admit, that caught me off guard. And it's still catching me off guard. Ah! Okay, that... I will admit, well played. You managed to hit me pretty good there. Spell bonus failed. Yeah, once again, we are not doing very good as Maricia, folks. A lot to get used to here, and very unique attack patterns that I'm going to have to take a lot of time to get used to. It may take a bit of a while. These are my first time experiencing these kind of patterns. It'll take a bit of a while to memorize the proper pattern. What are those? I know it's those, like, circles. What is the significance of those exactly? Oh, okay, that's kind of a bit of cheap tactics, Reimu. I know you like resorting to stuff like this, but it's not always the proper way to be a true hero. Reimu, calm down. This is just like... Ah! Okay, come on, please tell me the... Reimu! Oh, it's not like her to retreat. Chase her down, Mauricia. Alright, we're gonna chase her down, folks. Chase her down. Okay, well. Okay, at least we got an extra life. We've been wasting quite a few lives here without much of an opportunity to use some bombs like that. Immediately when I get an extra life, too, I immediately lose it. Nice. And why is the game cornering me? This is gonna take a few attempts, folks. Won't be a while till we get maybe even the normal ending for this one. I think I might not even get the normal ending. Okay, Reimu, what are you doing? You're confusing me. Then again, all of these patterns are always confusing me. No! No, 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 no! What is this? What is this? Guys, I'm not sure if you can see this, but something completely random just pulled up on my screen. That was stupid. That was my computer having something ridiculous show up at the most stupid moment that I did not want that to happen. Oh, why did that have to show up now? When I was in the middle of a game. Trying to dodge ridiculous patterns. I did not like that one bit. And I'm not getting enough points to be able to hit her. She's moving around way too much for a straightforward attack. I'll show you my true bet. What's the point of squaring off with us again? There's 2 of you, so I get 2 tries. Oh, I did not like that. The first time already that I've run out of time when having to deal with one of these ridiculous patterns. And of course, sorry, for those of you who didn't know what just happened, I have a specific program that allows me to make really powerful uninstalls, and it just threw an ad at me saying, oh, would you like to upgrade to a much more powerful premium uninstaller? No, I don't. I just want a simple program that makes it easy for me to uninstall my programs. I don't want whatever it is you're offering me, because I really don't care. Another spell bonus failed. And she's moving around a lot again. Oh, come on. Reimu, could you stop moving around, please? You were moving around way too fast. Wait a minute. Why do the circles change? I just realized that, like, they change when I go in and out of focus mode. Reimu, could you please stop moving around so much? I'm really not liking that. Alright, well, I apologize for the terrible interruption that I got scared. Yeah, I see a very good chance we're not gonna be getting the normal ending this episode. Okay, that's gonna take a bit of thinking now, because there's actually a bit of challenge in this attack. That's in a way to where I gotta make sure the bullets aren't positioned in a way to where I'm gonna get cornered like that. That won't. Oh no, not this again. Reimu, could we not do this again? I hated this the first time you fired an attack like this at me, and I did not like it before. I'm not gonna like it again. Reimu, you're making me mad. Reimu. I don't understand the context of any of the attacks you're firing at me right now, though I'm somehow managing to slightly perform dodges. Okay, finish her off. Thank you. Oh, did not like that. Alright, let's get moving. Our destination is now in sight. And there's not much I can do. Don't take your evil plotting too far. Did you say something? Man, I never knew there was such a big mansion in a bamboo forest. Oh, me neither. Bye-bye now. It's time for the good girls and losers to go home. Reimu, it's an eternal skip one turn for you. See you later. Yeah, 'cause I don't seem to be meeting any of the time quotas, so for some reason I'm not doing as good as I did in the previous episodes. Pure cage in the filthy world, so we'll just see how I do. I don't know where I'm gonna go though after this point. Oh boy, we got more slaves. Enough with the slaves. I'm pretty sure no one likes slaves, so I would like to be rid of them as much as possible. So I'm sure you'll all agree with me that no one likes slaves. Come on, get the slave. Get the slave. Get the slaves! So what am I doing this episode that I'm not doing properly this time? It could just be that I'm once again... Oh. Okay, let's not take any more risks with that. Because clearly, that did not end well for me. And I decided to take another risk anyway. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, this... I remember finding a decent pattern to before. I don't know how I properly utilized it the last time. Alright, well... Messed that up. Okay, well, we had to use one continue. Of how much I don't like the continues. I'll be willing to use it for the sake of at least seeing if we can get to the end. Alright, let's just continue forward for now. Like, these kind of attacks where you have two different bullets coming from, like, two different directions, they just confuse me to the death. Dude, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Give me that extra life. Taking some big risks here with the... going near the top of the screen. Yes! Okay. Gotta kind of keep moving. A lot of things usually work well as long as you keep moving. Really hate how the slaves do that. Okay, and they're cornering me. They're cornering me. Of course, they get straight to cornering me the moment they get the chance to corner me. That's their strategy. Like, they try to confuse me so eventually I'll get cornered. You're too late. I've sealed all the doors. You can't take the princess away now, can you? I'm not going to get to the princess anyway because I haven't unlocked part 2 of stage 16. Whoa, that corridor was so long and dark, Alice. How about we deal with her to begin with? That one in front of us. Hey, what? You two are Earthlings, aren't you? What are you up to at this time of night? It'd take an entire day of wiping to clean up all that long, no matter how much a janitor you were. I think I'd still be much faster and easier than cleaning your house, Mauricia. Okay, now come on, let's deal with her, Looks like some weirdos have already snuck in. We're busy right now. If you have no business other than burglary, leave now. The only ones who would be busy at this time of night are the ones who aren't living honestly. Right, brethren? Since Mauricia will never get to the point, I will. You or your cohorts are responsible for this warp moon incident, right? That's right. So will you return the moon quietly now, or return it after we give you some trouble? Take your pick. Hey, don't just take my cool lines. There's no way we can return that moon yet. Even as we speak, our relations with the Lunarians are worsening still. At this rate, there's no way for our princess to escape other than by making the Earth into a sealed chamber. What? Who are you? Mauricia, watch out. That person's power isn't like anything I felt before. The classic cliche everyone says. Looks like the two of you are using a copy of an ancient power. A chaotic power from the time before humans were around. Those are the days. I wonder if special powers should be handed to... I'm going too fast now. I myself am going too fast now and not the game. But before you say anything else, Undunge, I'll leave this to you. Whatever you do, do not let them take our princess. Alright, leave it to me. I won't let a single one of those closed doors be opened. What? Chattering away like that and then just running away? It's like she's saying, hey, come beat me up later. She certainly is, but whether or not we do that depends on whether she's the culprit behind this incident or not. If we forget about that, it'll be morning. You two are ignoring me too much. You see, this hypnotic corridor is one of my traps. Since you two can't fly straight, you'll be completely wiped away by my power. That should be Mauricia's line. You'll be completely wiped away by her magic cannon, you hogweed. Hey, don't take my cool lines. I wonder if you'd still be able to say that after gazing into the eyes of this lunar rabbit. Oh, really? Let's see what you got. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's what you do. You unleash the... what's going on? Okay, hold on. Ah! Okay, what's happening?
You gotta get your scholarship in an hour.
Right.
You gotta eat, you gotta get dressed, and we gotta get going. You need
Right.
to stop playing that.
Very well. Okay, guys. Well, I'm afraid I've run completely out of time. I'd hate to end this episode on a sour note, but I'm completely out of time. I thought I had enough time to do one episode of this, but yeah, this went on for a lot longer than I expected. So, sorry everyone, but I'm going to have to split this episode into a part 2 or something. Don't worry, guys. I'll get it to you as soon as possible. Until then, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!